Alright guys, what's going on? It's Shram here and welcome back to another video I got for you guys today. Today we are going to be attempting to rebuild the New York Giants. I hope this goes well. They have a pretty talented roster. They have a really good defense. They have some very good weapons on offense. With the newly acquired Brandon Marshall, they probably have the best wide receiver core in the NFL, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep Brandon Marshall or not, if I'm honest. But anyway, I'm going to get right into this one. So this is the Giants team. Like I was saying, they have a very good wide receiver core. You know, obviously Eli Manning's a quarterback. He's good. I think he's definitely a solid quarterback. The tight end situation is kind of bad, but they adjusted that in the draft. I want to see how Evan Engram plays. I think he'll be pretty good. Offensive line is not very good, aside from Justin Pugh and Weston Richburg. I guess John Jerry, I don't have any knowledge of how he actually played in real life, but as for Madden ratings, he's not awful. And then Eric Flowers, I know he didn't play too well, and I have no idea how Bobby Hart played in real life. Is he a rookie? He looks like it. No, actually, he was a rookie last year. But yeah, really good wide receiver core. Running back situation, I don't know what to do because Paul Perkins never plays well. I've had experience because I've rebuilt the Giants in the past, like just for fun and stuff, and he never plays well. I figured that rookies that aren't Ezekiel Elliott or Jordan Howard never end up playing well. I don't know why, but that's kind of how it works. On the defense, the linebackers are probably the worst part of this defense. They have a very good defensive line, probably one of the best in the NFL. You know, the NFC East actually has a bunch of very good defensive lines, you know, them and the Eagles and stuff, but very good secondary as well, you know, two of the best safeties, I think. And, well, I mean, obviously, two of the best safeties, but definitely not the two best safeties, you know, not the best duo, because I think that goes to the Seahawks, if I had to say. But Janoris Jenkins, DRC, very good corners. Eli Apple, I have no idea how he actually performed in real life. I know a bunch of people are disappointed with how he performed, because did they take him in the first round? I think they did last year. But, you know, as for Madden ratings go, he's not bad, so he's definitely good enough to stay in the nickel for us. I think I'm going to keep DRC for the first season and then trade him next year. I think that's going to be the plan. But anyway, I'm going to get right into some trades. I am giving the Texans Eli Manning, Raheem Moore, and a 4th rounder for Lamar Miller and their 1st rounder. I don't think I have ever traded for Lamar Miller, so I want to see how this goes. I'm trading Shane Vereen straight up for a Landon Roberts. I'm going to keep trying to get some people I don't normally trade for. Geno Smith, JT Thomas, and Valentino Blake for the Jets 1st rounder. I'm sorry, Jets, but I'm giving you back Geno Smith. Sean Drone and Eric Flowers for Brandon Linder. I can't believe this worked. Bobby Hart, DJ Fluker, and I'm sorry, I think his name's Ryan Murphy. I'm sorry if his name isn't Ryan Murphy. But this is all for the Colts 1st rounder and Jack Mewhort. Jonathan Casillas and a 7th rounder next year for Kevin Zeitler. Keenan Robinson, Dwayne Harris, and Josh Johnson for Eric Kendricks, who's probably going to play right outside linebacker for us. Brandon Marshall, John Jerry, and Kerry Wynn for the Ravens 1st rounder. This is the team going into the first season. Obviously, we do not have a quarterback. But if the team wants to sign somebody, I'm completely down. I don't really care who they sign. That's why I'm just letting them decide it, really. But yeah, Lamar Miller, I've never seen anybody really trade for him before. So I want to see how this works out. Legitimately have no idea how this will work out. But he's an 86 in the right scheme. That's not bad. I signed Marquez Wilson in free agency. And I also want to show you guys something. I downloaded a new roster, but it has Eric Decker as a free agent for some reason. So that's rough because he is now on the Titans, I think. So, you know, let's see what team signs him. I could just sign him and trade him to the Titans for like a 7th rounder. That honestly is like a decent idea, but I'm just going to keep it fun, right? Now I'll do that. I'm going to sign him, and then I'll trade him to the Titans for like a 7th rounder, just because he is actually on the Titans now, so I might as well do that. But anyway, you know, aside from him being here, he's not actually supposed to be here. He would actually help out a lot, though. But yeah, here's the offensive line. Looks pretty good. Will Tye goes up to an 76, almost at 86. Goes up to a 76 in the right scheme. Eric Kendricks is up to an 83 out here. That's not bad. Damon Harrison's up to a 90 if you put him as a nose tackle, which is nice. Yeah, the defense looks really good, actually, so I'm expecting the defense to play well. I also threw Romeo Okwara right here as the 2nd defensive tackle. He's normally an outside end. I think he's a left end normally. But yeah, now he's the 2nd defensive tackle. So yeah, this is pretty much the team. I just got to adjust the sliders, and I'm going to get one more 7th rounder probably next year. So I'll give Eric Decker to the Titans for a 7th rounder next year, just because, you know, that's only fair because he is actually on their team now. And after I do this and adjust the sliders, I will see you guys at the midseason mark. At the midseason mark here, we are a whopping 3-4, which actually is not that bad. It looks like we have to bring back JPP, or at least consider it, because I don't know if I'm going to. And we also have to scout people, of course. But let's see if there's anybody other than JPP. Actually, Andrew Adams should be here, right? And Justin Pugh. Okay, so Andrew Adams, Justin Pugh. Will Ty I'm going to hold off on, but I'm going to start with Justin Pugh. I don't know if I want to bring back JPP just yet. If he did like something ridiculous this season and had like if he had over 20 sacks, I'll bring him back. Because I know he usually wants a lot of money. Probably wants like, the cap hit will probably be about like 8 mil or 7 mil or something. It's 8 mil, 8.6. So if he got over 20 sacks this season, I will keep him. That's my ultimatum here. But I already know this, but the team signed Colin Kaepernick. I didn't do this. The team just did it. But yeah, I guess with him starting, we are 3-4, which isn't that bad. Imagine we make the playoffs with Colin Kaepernick. I was actually considering signing RG3 just because he's a free agent in this roster, and I just kind of felt like doing it. I thought it would have been kind of funny, but he has slow development, so I didn't want to bother. But on the defense here, Andrew Adams has 5K experience. Landon Roberts 3.9. That's not bad. I got the linebacker upgrade with my coach experience. That's why I only have 550. But let's check out the division. We are in 3rd. We definitely have a shot for the playoffs. Pretty much any team at this point in this division has a shot for the playoffs. But I'm going to scout these players, and I will see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the season here, we did not make the playoffs, but that's okay. How'd we do? 8-8. Actually came in 2nd in the division. That's not bad. This is a pretty rough division, it looked like. It was pretty much anybody's division if, a couple of games went differently. But we did decently in the preseason. I mean, we had 2 pretty bad losses, but we destroyed the Bills, so that's nice. Regular season, though, we beat the Cowboys 31-10. That's a quite a convincing game against the Cowboys, who are normally godly. We lost against the Saints and the Redskins, beat the Vikings, beat the Ravens, lost to the Eagles by quite a bit. We beat the Bengals and the Bears, beat the Cowboys once again, and then we beat the Eagles and the Redskins. It looks like we did pretty well against the division. I mean, at least against the Cowboys. I don't know if the Redskins beat us the first time. I actually don't remember. But let's check out the stats. How did Kaepernick do? Not even that bad, if I'm honest. But, 4,100 yards, 28 touchdowns, 17 picks. It's all right. How did Lamar Miller do? 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's not bad. 6 fumbles is quite a bit. So I would like to get his carrying up, but 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns is actually pretty good. Paul Perkins, not horribly, I guess, for a backup. And Colin Kaepernick did not get a rushing touchdown all season. That's unlike him. Receiving, Odell Beckham Jr. had 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns, with Sterling Shepard having 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns. Marquez Wilson didn't do that well. That's okay, though. Will Ty also did not do that well. Lamar Miller almost had more receiving yards than him. He actually did. All right. Let's check out blocking. This should be pretty good. Brandon Linder. Letting up way too many sacks there, my man, but that's okay, I guess. But Kevin Zeitler, Justin Pugh, Jack Mehort all did pretty well, and Weston Richburg did not let up 1. Eric Kendricks, 117 tackles. Landon Roberts, only 102. That's actually quite upsetting. I was hoping for more. Landon Collins in there with 90. Tackles for loss, 15 from Damon Harrison is not bad at all. Olivier Vernon has 6. JPP is 4. JPP is not getting signed back, but Romeo Okwara leads the team in sacks, and he's our 2nd defensive tackle. Olivier Vernon had 8, and Damon Harrison had 7.5. Interceptions, 2 from Eli Apple, 2 from Janoris Jenkins, 1 from Eric Kendricks, DRC, Landon Roberts, and Andrew Adams. Let's check out touchdowns and safeties. I might as well check it while I'm here. Did we not get a safety? We have at least 2 touchdowns, though. We actually got 3. Janoris Jenkins, DRC, and Landon Collins each had a touchdown. Not bad. Offense, 13th. That's actually really good, and I think that's going to go up because I plan on getting a better quarterback. And defense was 10th. That's not even bad either. All right, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how the team played. Check out NFC Offensive Player of the Year. No way any Giants make it in this, but Dak Prescott of the 8-8 Cowboys somehow made it up there. I don't know why I'm surprised to see they're 8-8. I kind of already knew that. I mean, at least I should have already known that if I was observant. Defensive Player of the Year, again, don't expect to see any Giants. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Sterling Shepard is probably up there, but not, super high, obviously, because of these 2 guys here. Where is he? Sterling Shepard is 7th, and Paul Perkins is 9th. Defensive Rookie of the Year, obviously, Landon Roberts did not win, but he comes in 6th, with Okwara at 8. That's not even bad at all. So let's check out the experience. Doesn't look like we have much. Just if I had to guess here. 19K from Odell Beckham Jr. is pretty good. 8,000 from Lamar Miller can get up his carrying nicely. Let's check out the defense. Landon Roberts has 10K, which isn't bad. Okwara, how much do you have? 8K. Hoping for a little bit more, but 10K from Eric Kendricks isn't horrible. Eli Apple has 8K. All right, well, I mean, I can get some people up. I definitely changed the XP, right? I just want to make sure because that didn't even look like it was that juiced. But yes, I did. I did indeed. So yeah, I'm going to upgrade these guys, well, however many people I want. I actually probably won't touch a lot of these guys. Well, that sounded really bad. But I will upgrade these people, and I will see you guys in the offseason. Obviously, we are in free agency now, and I am going to withdraw the offer from JPP because I do not want him, as with Colin Kaepernick. Marquez Wilson is interesting, but I will probably, I can probably still sign him, if I'm honest. I think I'll still be able to sign him because I don't think he'll get many offers. But anyway, let's go to the next week. Let's see who is in free agency here. See if there's any random studs. I think like the best player that could possibly be here right now is Le'Veon Bell, is my guess. But we have $6 million cap room. JPP is the top guy. Eric Decker did not get re-signed. Trey Burton's here. We could actually kind of use him. But there's actually a decent-looking tight end in the draft. So I kind of want to go after him. It doesn't look like anybody here that, it doesn't look like there is anybody here that I would really want. I might go after, who is it, Kenny Stills? I'll probably go after Kenny Stills if I had to guess, just to give him a really low deal. And I'll see what Marquez Wilson's all about. I do want to draft a wide receiver if possible. Let me see Marquez Wilson. Are you getting any offers, my man? Or did we like franchise tag you or something? That'd be weird to franchise tag Marquez Wilson. Did we really do that, or did I miss him? There he is. I just went right by him, I guess. I'm going to give him a very, very low deal. Literally the lowest I can possibly go. So let's do $550K and let's do 0. Let's see how much money this actually is. 21 total points is what I'm offering you. I might go around and do this to some other people, but, other than that, I will see you guys in the draft. We are in the draft right now, so I think we have the 2nd and the 3rd overall pick. The 49ers are first. We actually don't have the 3rd. We have the 4th and the 5th, but the 49ers are first. This sucks. Because I do want to trade up. I think what I'm going to do actually is give them my 5th rounder and then trade up. That actually doesn't seem like a bad idea, so I will be right back. By 5th rounder, I meant to say my 5th pick in the 1st round, but we are giving the 49ers my 5th pick, this Lewis guy and this Bromley guy, for their pick right now. And with this pick, it doesn't really matter who we take. There's 2 guys I want right now, and obviously I can take them both. But here, I might as well just take Eric Taylor because he's right here. I know this guy has superstar development. 6'4", 22 years old. He looks really good. What are you all about, my friend? 77 with superstar. He actually might be a very good end because 86 block shed, 85 power move, 88 finesse move. Wow, okay. With my next pick, I am taking Sergio Sanchez. I know he's 24 years old, but this guy also has superstar development, so I'm taking him. He's an 80 overall with superstar. He's a beast. With this pick, I am drafting Willie Griffin, who has a very good combine. He has good coverage stats. He ran a 4.4, so he's fast, he's strong, has a good jumping stats. Has a good jumping stats is what I said by accident right there, but that's not bad at all. 78 overall. I think he can replace DRC quite nicely. I mean, he doesn't have the man coverage that DRC has or the speed, but whatever, I don't care. With this pick, I am going to be drafting Connor Walrus. He looks very, very good. He's 21 years old, so I hope he can develop into an absolute god. I really hope he can, my man. What are you all about? 76 with normal. I think he's good enough to start. And he's also 21 years old, so that's actually pretty good. I'm trading up one more time, so I'm giving the Lions my 25th pick, this Herzlich guy, and Orr for their pick right now, which is actually right after the pick I just took, because I really want this wide receiver. If he's really good, obviously I'll keep him. But if he's not that good, it's not that big of a deal. But it's this guy right here, Gage Benson. He ran the 3rd fastest 40. He's pretty strong. He has good stats. He's 22. Please be good. 76 with normal. I actually think he might come in and play number 2, or the slot, actually. He might play the slot because the slot receiver tends to get more yards in this scheme, seeing as how Sterling Shepard got over 1,000, but Marcus Wilson only got like 600 something. So I don't know. With this pick, I'm going to be taking Jason Flemons. He doesn't look bad at all. He ran a pretty fast 40. Doesn't have the best top 3 skills, or at least what I'm used to, but I'm still going to take him. What are you all about? 79, but was slow. Wow, you are talented, but you have slow development. That's rough. With this pick, you gotta go with the guy who skipped the combine. I don't care if he's projected to go undrafted. I don't care if this guy actually looks decent for a 4th round safety. I'm taking him. Torian Spikes. What are you all about? He's a 68 with normal. I reached a lot. With this pick, I'm taking Shannon. I just noticed his name's Shannon, but I'm taking Shannon Pinkston. I guess he's Todd Pinkston's cousin or something. I don't know. He has decent stats as a good combine. He's probably a 70 overall, though. 68. Usually, if you take an end this late, they're usually either a 68 or a 70. But that guy actually is not that bad. 88 tackling is pretty good for being a 68 overall. With my last pick here, I'm going to be drafting Bronson Kendall. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't really look good, but we're in the 7th round. Also, I traded away my 6th rounder because I didn't really need it for anything. But anyway, Bronson Kendall, what are you all about? He's a 68. He's really not even that bad, though. If you look at his stats, he has really good jumping. That's random, but okay. That's the draft. I'm giving a Landon Roberts back to the Patriots, along with Kenny Stills. Well, I'm not giving Kenny Stills back, but you know what I mean. And a 2nd rounder for Dont'a Hightower. This is the team going into the 2nd season. My water bottle just cracked, but I'm going to roll with this one. I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, pretty much everything on the offense here is a B. I mean, we have a C+, Benson, we have an A, Odell Beckham Jr., C+ over here too. But I like the way the team looks. The Sanchez guy hopefully can go off and win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Hopefully Lamar Miller fumbles a little bit less. I don't know why I keep stuttering here, but hopefully Lamar Miller's fumbles a little less. I hope Benson can go off. Offensive line is, you know, the offensive line. It's good. I'm starting this Flemings guy at middle linebacker. He was the outside linebacker we drafted, obviously with slow development, but I'm going to start him here just because I think he has the most amount of opportunity here to get experience. And I threw Taylor, who was our outside linebacker we drafted, I threw him down to end, and he goes up to an 83. And he actually has ridiculous pass rushing stats with 86 block shed, 85 power move, 88 finesse move, and 82 speed with 88 excel. I really hope he can do extremely well. I changed Pinkston, who is an end we drafted. I changed him to a defensive tackle, and he goes up to a 76. Which is not bad at all. So I hope he can play well. I hope Flemings can play well. Kennard is just our backup middle linebacker for now. But yeah, here's the team. I kept DRC for one last season here. I told you I was going to trade him, but I kind of just never got around to it. Maybe I'll trade him next year. Most likely because he regressed a whole bunch. He actually still has decent stats though. 92 speed, 88 man is still pretty good. But yes, this is the team. I'm going to probably spend my upgrade, or my coach experience on the defensive lineman upgrade. So let's do that. Can we get 2? We cannot. So I'm going to spend it on the D-line upgrade, and then I will see you guys at the midseason. At the midseason mark here, we are 5-2, and we have to take on the 6-2 Eagles, which looks a bit rough, but the division is very good. So there is absolutely no guarantee that we will make a playoff spot, but if we can beat the Eagles and the Redskins in these next 2 games, we will be in decent shape. I don't know about the Cowboys though, because the Cowboys are the Cowboys, and they're very good. But anyway, we have to bring back Odell Beckham Jr., Brandon Linder, Jack Mehort, Weston Richburg, Devon Kennard. I don't know, because he's just the backup, but I could always use him for trade purposes. So maybe I'll bring him back. How much money do we have? That's the first question. 45 mil. We actually don't even have that much. So I think I'm going to let Devon Kennard go. But I definitely want to bring back Odell Beckham Jr. along with Brandon Linder. So let's do that quickly. Please come back to the team. He is Jack Mehort. I would also like to have back. He's another very solid player. This should leave us with a decent amount of money to sign some free agents if there are some beasts there. I mean, we're only going to have like 20-something mil after this. But Devon Kennard can chill, and none of these guys I want. So anyway, let's check out the experience. I just realized I don't think I spent Odell Beckham Jr.'s experience. That's why he is 25K. But the Sanchez guy has 15K. That looks really good. 3,000 from the tight end isn't bad. 3,000 from the wide receiver. Check out the defense. How's this going here? 14K from Damon Harrison because I didn't spend it last year. 8K from this guy is actually really good. Griffin is 5K. This dude only has 3K. That's alright. I'm going to go around and spend all this experience, and I will see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of this season here, we did not make the playoffs. How'd we do? 9-7. This division was very, very good. That almost could have been 3 teams. Like, honestly, all 4 of us could have freaking made it. Maybe in, like, if we were all in different divisions there. But that is a rough division. 9-7 isn't even bad, though. But let's check out the team schedule. How did we do? We lost to the 49ers. If we would have won that game, we probably would have been in the playoffs. That's nice. But we beat the Cowboys. We beat the Falcons. Beat the Cowboys again. And the Rams. And the Redskins. We lost to the Eagles, but then we beat the Redskins once again. Beat the Lions and the Chiefs. Did we beat the Cowboys a second time? I think... Did I miss both their games? We beat them twice. Okay, we did beat them twice. That's rough. If we would have gotten a couple more wins, we easily would have made the playoffs. We literally just needed 1, and I think we would have made the playoffs. Actually, I don't know. There would have been 3 teams that were 10-6. But anyway, how did Sergio Sanchez play? Not badly, but I don't know if there's any other decent offensive rookies, so that still might be enough. I kind of hope so. If not, that's... I mean, he already has superstar development, so it's not the biggest deal. Lamar Miller, how did you do? If this wants to load, that'd be nice. Are you going to load for me? There we go. 1,220 yards, 4 touchdowns, not bad at all. 2 fumbles is less than last season, so that is nice. Paul Perkins, 342 yards, 5 touchdowns. Receivers, Odell Beckham Jr., nearly 1,500 yards and 8 touchdowns, a very good season. Sterling Shepard, 856 yards, 4 touchdowns. Our rookie wide receiver, 772 yards, 6 touchdowns. And our rookie tight end, 491 yards, 5 touchdowns. Blocking, please be better than last year. It is a lot better than last year. Only 16 sacks. Led up all season is not bad at all. Jason Flowers, 136 tackles, 1 pick. Maybe that's enough. Who knows? For Defensive Rookie of the Year. But Eric Kendricks, 116 tackles. Tackles for loss, we got 18 from Damon Harrison and 9 from Eric Taylor, who also had 10 sacks and 1 interception. The other sacks came from Olivier Vernon and Isaac Williams. Ishaq Williams? How did he even get 2 sacks? He only played 8. He only had 8 tackles, and he had 2 sacks. What is that? Where's our backup defensive tackle? Did he not get any sacks? Did he really not get like any pressure at all? Yeah, he only had half a sack. Well, that's rough. How did Aquara had some sacks? I don't know. I don't understand what this scheme is. But interceptions, 3 from Janoris Jenkins, 2 from Landon Collins, Andrew Adams, DRC, and Dante Hightower. Did Dante Hightower? He didn't play at all. Glorious. And he had 2 interceptions. Oh, that's bad. That's bad on me. That's okay, though. Maybe I'll switch him and Eric Kendricks next year. Maybe that's why we didn't win as many games, because I didn't notice he was getting subbed out. Lovely. But anyway, Eric Taylor had 1, Eric Kendricks had 1, Willie Griffin had 1, Jason Flemons had 1, and Devon Kennard had 1. Not bad, I guess. I don't know how Eric Taylor got an interception. That's pretty nice. But anyway, touchdowns. Did we get any touchdowns at all? We did not get any. Offense, we were 18th, which was worse from last year, I think. Defense didn't look like it was too bad. We were last. Okay, it looked awful. Anyway, I don't expect to see any Giants in this, but Phillip Rivers wins MVP. Okay. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Don't expect to see any Giants. Defensive Player of the Year, potentially. I still don't really expect it. Yeah, Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Sergio Sanchez, which is quite nice. BJ Tratsu, he looks like he's another wide receiver, but Gage Benson comes in 5th there. Connor Walrus comes in 7th. That's nice. Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Jason Flemons, with Eric Taylor and Willie Griffin backing him up. Anyone else from the Giants here? Shannon Pinkston comes in 7th, which was our defensive tackle. That's not bad. Looks like we might have a decent amount of experience going around on the defense. Check out the offense first, though. Our quarterback has 45,000. That's not bad. I almost checked if he had a development trait, but, you know, obviously he's still a superstar. This guy has 7,000, which isn't bad. 7,000 from the tight end as well. Let's check out the defense. How did this do? 29K from this guy. Did you move out of slow? He actually has normal now. Not bad. He actually has normal development. 21K from Damon Harrison. 12K from Aquara. I don't know why you have more than our starting defensive tackle does, but 23K from this Taylor guy isn't bad. Griffin has 11K. Okay, we have some experience rolling around. That's not bad. So I'm going to spend this, and I will see you guys at the offseason. We are in free agency now. We have 19.92 mil. We can bring in probably at least 1 or 2 decent players. Drew Brees is the best one here. I hate when that happens. There's never anyone good. Cameron Meredith, though. He's never usually here. Wow. I might give him an offer just so I can trade him. I don't know. Because I want to try to get a better wide receiver for next year. Also, I did not bring back Devon Kennard, obviously, because you can see him right there. Doesn't look like I'm going to bring in anybody. I might go after Cameron Meredith, though, just to give him a contract. Maybe he'll accept. Actually, Marquise Lee is probably cheaper. So I'll go after Marquise Lee. Maybe I'll do this with Cameron Meredith, too, just so I have some trade value. And I will see you guys in the draft. We are about to get into the draft now. I think we have like the 18th pick or something like that. Nothing that crazy, so I'm just going to skip to my pick. If anybody is here that looks good, I will take them. You know, I don't really mind this draft. I don't really pay attention to this draft that much, but let's see. Anyone watched in the first round? DeJuan Madison is the only guy we watched in the entire draft, it looks like. There's some good middle linebackers here, but I think they all got drafted. They did. That's okay. I might just take that linebacker. That defensive tackle, okay. There was a defensive tackle that looked decent, but he got drafted. Tight end? This tight end's still here. Should I take one of these guys? Ooh, I have a decision on my hands here. Let's see. I'm going to take this top guy. Why not, right? Any good? 78 with quick. Wow, that guy's actually really good. I don't think I'm going to show much of this draft because I really didn't do much scouting, so I'm just going to draft random people, and if any of them are good, I will show you. Marquise Lee and 2 third-rounders will get me Mike Evans. Cameron Meredith, a 2nd this year and a 3rd next year for James Bradbury. This is the team going into the final season. I don't think it looks bad at all. We actually have a really solid offense. Easily the best wide receiver core in the NFL. I don't think that's debatable at all. Very solid quarterback, very good running back, amazing offensive line, The tight end is probably the worst part of this offense, and he's still pretty good, so I don't really mind it that much. Defense, I don't know which side of the ball is better. I want to say offense just because we have 2 A+s. Actually, yeah, Mike Evans isn't an A+, but we have 4 A's in general, you know, including A-. And on the defense, we just have 2 A's. But this Taylor dude is an absolute beast. He went up to a 91 after that first season, which is awesome. This Pinkston guy actually surprised me a little bit as well, considering he was like a 70 or a 68, I think, as an end. He goes up to a 78 as defensive tackle after the first season. I like the linebacker core. I moved Dont'a Hightower back to middle linebacker just because I want him to get more involved. Flemings is going to be playing left out, which apparently has no action, and Kendricks is still going to chill at right out. That's fine by me. And yeah, here's the team one last time. I think it looks decent. We're in a really tough division, though, so nothing's guaranteed, but I'm going to advance to the playoffs, and hopefully we made it. At the end of the season, we made the playoffs, 10-5-1, taking on our divisional rival here, but the division definitely is worse than it was last year, and it looks like we tied to the Cowboys. I mean, I guess that doesn't have to be true, but it kind of looks like we did. Let's check out our team schedule here. 2-2, actually, my bad, 2-1-1 in the preseason. In the beginning of the regular season, we started off very strong, went 3-0. We lost to the Cardinals, beat the Colts and the Titans, lost to the Falcons, beat the Eagles and the Redskins, lost to the Cowboys, beat the Eagles again, lost to the Redskins and the Jaguars. We beat the Saints, we did tie to the Cowboys, and we beat the Panthers 31-0. That was a very good game. So let's check out how the team did. Hopefully the quarterback played well. Hopefully everything played well. I think some guy from the Cardinals won MVP. But our quarterback played very well. 4,700 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. That is probably in the MVP race, but definitely, you know, obviously he didn't win. But that's definitely a good season. Rushing, Lamar Miller, 14 touchdowns, 1,315 yards. Very solid season. 5 fumbles is a bit much, but that's okay. Receivers, 1,400 yards for Odell Beckham Jr. with 11 touchdowns. Mike Evans had 920 yards with 5 touchdowns, and Sterling Shepard got exactly 1,000 yards with 5 touchdowns, and Connor Walrus had 685 yards and 7 touchdowns. It's actually a pretty good season from the tight end there. Sacks, very good, even better than last season. We let up 11 sacks all year. Dont'a Hightower, 137 tackles, but Eric Kendricks had 133, which is pretty good for an outside linebacker. Tackles for loss, 13 from Damon Harrison, 12 from Eric Taylor. Sacks, 11.5 from Damon Harrison, 9.5 from Olivier Vernon, and 9 from Eric Taylor. Interceptions, 2 from Janoris Jenkins, Eric Kendricks, Willie Griffin, Andrew Adams, and Jason Flemings, and then 1 from Dont'a Hightower and Landon Collins. And did we get any touchdowns? We did not get any. That's okay. Offense, we were 6th. That's a really good number right there. I like it. Almost top 5. How was defense? 22nd. Did not look like we had a very good defense. But for MVP, Drew Brees, who was on the Cardinals, won it. And we came in 6th with Sergio Sanchez, which is not bad. A.J. McCarron. Okay. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Sergio Sanchez comes in 4th. I feel like Lamar Miller could have made it, but he did not. That is okay. Defensive Player of the Year, I don't expect to see any Giants. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I don't even know if we have any. Lincoln Worthy, I guess. I simulated a lot of the... Actually, I did not simulate the draft. Did I? I don't even know who that guy is. Okay, I'll have to look into that guy because I really don't know who that guy is. Defensive Rookie of the Year. It doesn't look like we have anybody. Best quarterback, we were 4th. That's not bad at all. Best running back, we were 9th. Okay, I actually thought we were a bit higher than that. That's okay, though. Best wide receiver, we were 4th. Nobody else from the team in that. That's okay. Best O-line, we were 5th and 6th. That's not bad. Best defensive line, anybody from the Giants. We got Damon Harrison and Eric Taylor in there. Not bad. Best linebacker, nobody from the Giants. And best defensive back, don't expect to see any. Best kicker, this is where we shine. Apparently not. Okay, well, successful season. We made the playoffs. That's not bad. How's the experience looking here? Is the team confident? Doesn't really look like it, but we have 12K from the quarterback, which isn't bad. 9K from this tight end, which is pretty good. Defense, doesn't look like we have a whole lot of experience here, so this is going to be a rough postseason. But I'm going to spend this all, and then we will take on the Cowboys. We spent the experience here, and finally our quarterback is confident. I don't know why it took him until now, but we have Christian Hackenberg as the backup. Let's get it. But I figured out who Worthy was. He's a tight end up here. He's actually really good. So, I mean, our guy's a bit better, I guess. The guy we drafted last year, I guess, is a tiny bit better. I don't know. But the offense doesn't really look too changed. The defense, I haven't looked yet. Damon Harrison's a 90. That's not bad. Janoris Jenkins went up. Andrew Adams, I think, went up. I don't really see anybody else that's that noticeable. I think Eric Kendricks went up, though. But yeah. Anyway, let's get into this game. Let's check out the overalls. I'm feeling we're like a 90, maybe not even a 90. This team isn't that great. We're a 91 actually, and the Cowboys are a 90. I don't know why I said our. They are a 90. Let's put on the color rush uniforms. I kind of like both of these teams' color rushes. So, oh, hold on. They're using the alternates. Official color rush. Actually, they're both white. I'm just gonna put on their away jerseys. I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much. But if you have made it this far into the video, thank you very much. I definitely do appreciate it. And I pretty much say that every single time when I'm about to say the word. I want you guys to comment. But if you made it this far, comment Turtle Beaches, because that is a headset I have. I'm not sponsored by them, but you know, if you're out there, guys, I'd love a sponsorship. No, I don't know why you'd invest in a 200 subscriber channel. Actually, 201. I'm living. But anyway, yes, if you made it this far, comment Turtle Beaches, and you will be my friend for a very long time. 28-25. We need more points. 32-28. Very close game here. They're going to score right at the end. 39-35. We actually won. Wow, I thought we were going to kick a field goal on that last drive, but we actually ended up taking down the Cowboys. That's pretty nice. Our quarterback played pretty much perfectly. 380 yards, 4 touchdowns. Very good. Definitely outperformed Dak Prescott there. Rushing, Lamar Miller ran well, but Ezekiel Elliott killed it with 4 touchdowns. Trey Burton is on the Cowboys now. That kind of hurts me to see, because I actually really like Trey Burton on the Eagles. But Odell Beckham Jr., 123 yards. Brandon McDuffie. I was actually thinking about drafting this guy. He had 110 yards. He had a pretty good game. Check out defense. Total tackles, 12 from Dante Hightower, 11 from Sean Lee, 10 from Eric Taylor. Sacks, 1.5 from Eric Taylor. Not bad. Interceptions, there was none all game. But that was a good offensive performance. I like it. But the defense definitely has to step up a little bit. In the divisional round, we are taking on the Cardinals, who I think probably have a worse team than the Cowboys, but you never really know. We're at 93. They're at 85. We have the overall advantage, but you know, in the past, I've lost to teams who are way worse than me, so I don't really want to feel cocky at all. But anyway, throwing on their color rush because they're black and red. They look really nice, and I hope we can win. 17-6 still. We need another touchdown, please. 20-6. Defense looks like it's playing pretty well this game. 27-6. I think this game is over. It is. Wow. We definitely shut down the Cardinals there. And Drew Brees did not play well at all. Only 189 yards, 1 interception. Our quarterback had 2 interceptions. No, touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. Can I speak, please? Lamar Miller, 154 yards and a touchdown. Not bad. David Johnson, just under 100 yards. Terrence Williams was the leading receiver on their team, I guess. Him and Kevin White kind of tied. Check out defense here. Robert Nkemdiche had 14 tackles. He also had 2.5 sacks. Chandler Jones, Olivia Vernon, David Harrison, and Dayon Buchanan each contributed to at least half a sack, I guess. Janoris Jenkins had the interception. Good game from the defense there. We definitely just destroyed the Cardinals. In the conference championship here, we are taking on the Falcons, who probably have a very, very good team. Let's see, what are they? They're a 90. We are a 93. We were able to beat the Cowboys, who are also a 90. So you never really know here, but I really hope we could win and make it to the Super Bowl, because I don't think I've made it to the Super Bowl in a decent amount of time in one of these. But yeah, let's get it. Let's win. I have faith in you guys. You can do this. Can we break a touchdown here? We cannot. 9-6, 9-9. Wow, okay. 12-9, 16, 19. That was really quick. 26, 23, 26, 23. Is the end of the game. We lost to the Falcons. That is rough. The first bunch of this game, up until the third quarter, pretty much everybody had below 10 points. But our quarterback did decently. I think Matt Ryan, honestly, even though he had less yards, I almost want to say Matt Ryan did outperform our guy just because he threw 2 less interceptions. But, our guy didn't play terribly. Aside from the interceptions, he did not play that badly. Devontae Freeman, though, 186 yards. What is that? And Taurus Claybrooks had a touchdown. Sterling Shepard did all right. Mike Evans had 2 touchdowns. Defense, Deion Jones had 10 tackles. Eric Kendricks had 12. Sacks, only 1 from Donfred Swain and a half a sack from Kyler Fackrell and Grady Jarrett. Interceptions, 1 from Robert Alford and Kyler Fackrell. Kyler Fackrell looks like the MVP of this game here. Actually, Devontae Freeman probably was. But anyway, that concludes the Giants rebuild. I'm sorry this one did not, go that well. I think this one was a bit better than the Dolphins one, though, just because I think I made it farther in the playoffs than I did in the Dolphins one. But I'm just trying to pump out these rebuilds as quickly as I can because I want to try to finish all the teams if possible. The Giants have a very good roster, but I feel like EA does not recognize that because I didn't even change the team all that much the second season. Okay, I'm not going to count the first season because the first season I had a horrible quarterback in. But the second season, I think our team was very good. I mean, we did go 9-7. To be fair, I can't really blame EA then. That's just the division's fault. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this. I'm sorry, Giants fans, I was not able to, win your team a Super Bowl. I'm sure you guys can all rebuild better than I can, so it's not really a big deal. But yeah, sorry Ben McAdoo if you're out there checking out my video. But here is the team one last time. I really like this Taylor guy. He's definitely one of the best rookies I think we've ever ended up having. Definitely one of the best players we've ever drafted. But yes, one last time, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.